And welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with us and continue on with the criminal cases. Yesterday, there was a report in Pattaya of Chonburi province. Kun Mani Ned Veera Ratana Mani, age 36. A university professor of ABAC University or Assumption University. She was reporting the cases to Pattaya police station, saying that her property and also her valuable belongings has been stolen, including the 18,000 baht in cash and also important documents that she left in the room 216 of Siam View Hotel in Pattaya Klang community. Kun Maninet said that on Friday she has been accompanying 9 badminton athletes to participate in the MMOA Pattaya Badminton Swati 2013 competition that was held at the National Stadium, the Eastern National Stadium in Pattaya. Before the incident, she left all of her belongings and also her purse, I believe, in front of the toilet, and she went in. But upon the returning, all of them had been gone. She said that
all of her belongings disappeared?
Yep, it happened in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, if somebody would just want to snatch something, they just have to be very quick.
Yeah, and according to investigators, that she has asked the hotel to check the security footage from the CCTV installed in the hotel and found the suspects, which they said that it was a couple. They believe that they were foreign tourists that were seen in the footage knocking on the doors in the hotel. So authorities have already announced and also circulated the pictures of the suspects, and police were able to arrest them on Saturday. The suspects were living at the Dang apartment in Pattaya. There were Mr. Mohammed Megroi, age 33, the Algerian man, and Ms. Laila Bukasa, age 35, a French woman. Police said that when they broke into the room in Dang apartment, the suspects had thrown something from the balcony, and after retrieving them, they found that it was the Kun Manine's belongings inside the purse. So they had been brought to the police station. However, the police responsible for this particular cases, the suspect said that the suspects did not admit that they were doing the criminal activity. However, according to the evidences and also the security cameras, they will prosecute and take further charges against them later on.
Okay.
So just to be giving you a warning, a heads up of the incident in Pattaya province. Police believe that there was a gang, a criminal gang that pretend to be a tourist roaming around in the hotel in the area.
And it just reminds me of one of those reports that said Thailand is the best country for expat. Not sure if this incident would...
For international criminal gang.
I don't know if this incident will contribute to that statistic. Okay, next news. This thing happened in Chiang Mai. This is actually was reported on the Saturday evening when the police actually got notified that there was a police officer actually got crashed in Chiang Mai province itself in front of Mo Kham Tuang Temple in Si Phum sub-district. So the police went to the scene and there were actually several witnesses because the victim himself is actually a police lieutenant colonel Nipitpon Taprajit. He is also official in a police officer in Chiang Mai province himself. Reportedly, he was having dinner with his colleagues at the nearby restaurant, and then he heard some banging sound. So he went to check it out, and he saw a man was hitting phone booths. So he was trying to stop this man. So this man somehow ran to the pickup truck, probably tried to get away, of course. So the police somehow tried to stop and jump to in front of the pickup truck.
Oh, wow.
That they didn't stop the suspect. Suspect actually crashed the police officer and ran away. So right now the police officer admitted to the Maharaj Nakhon Chiang Mai hospital reportedly for broken ribs, but seems like in stable condition now. But 2 phone booths damaged, and the suspect is still nowhere to be found.
Oh, but that was one of the stunt that you jump in front of the pickup truck, and without being assured if they're going to crash on you or not.
Well, I guess being a police officer, he probably didn't really think that the guy would just run away, because actually he didn't hurt anyone yet. He would just damage the phone booths, and if he would just stop and just go away normally, it won't be so bad. He will get charged for only maybe public belongings damages and things like that. But now he was
on a criminal arrest warrant.
Yes, he was hurting the police officer, so they're gonna fine him because there are many witnesses to this particular event.
Well, of course. Now, moving down south here, continue on with the weather situations there, because there seems to be several provinces that are still battling with floods. Yesterday, the meteorological has issued a warning of heavy rains in 7 provinces, down from 10 on Saturday. They include ประจวบคีรีขันธ์ ชุมพร ระนอง สุราษฎร์ธานี นครศรีธรรมราช พังงา Phuket, and Krabi. The department warned of 2-meter-high waves in the Gulf of Thailand and waves of 2.24 meters on the Andaman side, saying that small boats should stay onshore. On Saturday morning in Nakhon Si Thammarat municipality, the roads Pattanagar, Quang, and the other roads in the main business district were still underwater, making them impassable for small vehicles. And there was a report of water runoff from the mountains that also hit resident communities in Lansaka, Phra Prom, and Mueang districts. The storm damaged around 100 houses in Tambon Tha Sala of Tha Sala district since Friday night, and villagers have been evacuated to safety. There were reports of a 12-meter fishing boat that was also sunk by strong waves in the district as well. Now the province has declared 21 districts disaster areas and may possibly declare more if the conditions do not improve. So far, the floods have been reportedly affected a total of 85 sub-districts containing more than 35,000 households with more than 100,000 people. Meanwhile, in Songkhla area, they have declared 8 districts a disaster areas, with the officials estimating that up to 34,000 people have been affected by the floods. Especially on Got Samui, there were strong waves that damaged a beachfront food booth inside a hotel on Chaweng Beach in Ba Phat sub-district since Friday night. And on Saturday, there were strong waves that forced tour boats to suspend services that were provided to bring tourists to the small areas around. There were reports of the rain over the past few days as well that has filled up the reservoir in Tambon Ba Phat, so that villagers are being warned about the water runoff and possible landslides. While in Pathalung, local residents are experiencing the flood waters around 50 to 80 centimeters deep in several areas. Preliminary survey by the provincial officials show that 11 districts with 56 sub-districts and 456 villages are now being affected, with around 15,000 households and 20,000 right of farmland inundated. So we hope that the situation is getting better soon, because normally we are getting into the winter season, right? But in the down south, even in the winter season period of the country, there was still heavy rain.
No, there's a say for Thai people, there is only 2 seasons in the south, the season that it's rain and the season that it's not rain.
Oh, Sad for them.
Yes, but when it's not raining, it was such a beautiful area, places to visit in down south. So hopefully it's starting to get better. If we don't have any more big storm coming in, it seems
Yes.
like it's probably should be back to normal situation very soon. Just because the way the landscape is, I guess the weather is kind of severe every year between the Thai Gulf and the Andaman Sea.
But as the saying go, after a monsoon or storm, there were beautiful
Yes.
weather conditions, and also probably you already know that Thai beaches are one of the very famous
Yes,
beaches in
and
the
the
world.
national park will be open for the tourists for the dive sites and such pretty soon after the storm is gone. Anyway, we're going to take a short break and we'll come back. Of course, we cannot not talk about this. We are going to report to you what's going on between the various locations, various sites of the demonstrations.
And what to expect since this morning onwards, so please stay tuned.